Hello, and welcome to the Charterstone Times, an award-winning investigative journalism and local gossip podcast, bringing you the latest news from the Santa Royale Charterstone apartment complex. Here, we aim to be your in-depth source for all going-ons in the Merryworth universe. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Keithcast. It is Tuesday, March 12th, 2024, and it is time for our second issue of the Keithcast, brought to you by the award-winning podcast Charterstone Times. Yes, we are coming to you live from Santa Royale, covering all things Keith Hillend, the most eligible bachelor and all-around good guy resident of the Charterstone apartment complex here in Santa Royale. Yesterday, we heard wind that Jeff and Merryworth were talking about Keith Hillend. Jeff commented that her neighbor, Keith Hillend, found love later in life, but so did they. Ha ha, Jeff, do not compare yourself, a mere mortal man, with the godly might that is Keith Hillend, who makes Hercules himself buckle in jealousy. Mary mentioned that Jeff and her had love in their lives before they met. However, Keith was such a brave soul that he put his heart on hold because of dedication to his career. This made Jeff wonder if he missed his work life. Do you think that Keith Hillend will miss his work life? Let us find out today. Merryworth continued, as a very knowledgeable resident who knows all things Keith Hillend, that after retirement he'd substituted work with a new family. Jeff replied, "Not a bad trade-off if you ask me. Yes, trading off all emotional payoffs and connections you can have in life in service of your country and God is quite an admirable vocation to take off, and definitely a trade-off that more people should make, just like Keith did." Mary says he keeps so busy there's no time for him to miss his former work. Yes, Keith Hillend, the man who once spent 2 weeks crying into his hands as he just thought no match over and over, definitely keeps himself very busy. Jeff mentions that that's the way, always moving in life towards goals big and small. Yes, Jeff, perhaps you too can have a goal of being quite as good a person as Keith Hillend. For today's fun Keith facts, let's talk about his favorite ice cream flavors. Yes, Keith Hillend is a man who likes many things, like meat, and pizza with meat, and hamburgers with meat, and not bluff burgers. So, what kind of ice cream could Keith Hillend enjoy? Why, the answer is obvious. Salted bacon ice cream. That's right, you heard it here first, folks. Keith Hillend enjoys salted bacon ice cream. Now, go load up your favorite food delivery app and send him a few pints. That's all for today's edition of the Charterstone Times. Thank you again, as always, for listening, and I hope you will tune in tomorrow to see what else happens in the exciting world of the Charterstone Apartments and Merryworth.